What is up guys, it's your boy Soul. I'm here back with another Wrath of the Lich King Classic video. So, mage boosting is back baby, and today we're going to be talking about mage boosting. More specifically, we're talking about the Halls of Stone boost. You can also do Halls of Lightning, but I do think most mages out here are doing the Halls of Stone. Basically, we're going to have a discussion about boosting in Wrath of the Lich King. I'm going to be showing you this from a boostee's perspective, so I'm not boosting myself, but I'm just being boosted. So recently I decided to level up another character to level 80. We now have 5 level 80s, which is a bit too much considering it's this early into the expansion, but I love leveling, so here we go. Now as I got to level 78, I was like, I saw someone in trade chat, or LFG chat, trying to sell some boost, and I thought to myself, I have a lot of rested experience to burn, and the price was quite cheap, so I thought I'll just go for it, take a boost or two, and see how much experience I get. So the boost right now is very cheap on my server. I paid 75 gold per run, which I consider to be cheap, and you're getting so much experience for that price as well. And by questing in the higher levels, you get your gold back so quick anyway. And if you have rested experience, it is so much experience per run. I'll be going through the entire run. You can see the experience values popping up above my character's head or in the chat box right there. You can see the experience values per kill, but after the entire run, Nova Instance Tracker will also show you the entire bunch of experience that we're getting from the run itself. So this one right here, 78 experience, is just from the lower mobs, but we're getting like 4k to 8k on some of them by having rested. So I would not be buying boosts if I don't have rested, because at that point it's kind of a little bit expensive. But if you do have rested, then you can just buy to burn some rested experience, and it's super easy. So I want to show you guys an entire run, what they are doing, how much gold per hour they're making, or they can be making, how much experience per hour you are making as the boosting, and I want to have a discussion about boosting in general. Before that though, today's video is sponsored by Hero Wars. Halloween is coming, and with your help we can open a portal to the Dominion together and get amazing treasures both in game and in real life. To open up the portal, we need 10,000 installs of the game, and we need your help to reach that goal. The more installs that we get, the more prizes that will be drawn. The deadline to open the portal is October 31st, so you better act fast. Once the portal is open, a bunch of prizes will be unlocked, such as Amazon gift cards in various amounts. All you have to do is download the game through the link in the description, complete a short in-game tutorial, and sign up for a free game account and to get an in-game ID to be in the sweepstakes. Hero Wars is a truly amazing game that lets you control your heroes, fight your way through the campaign, which really challenges your strategic abilities. You can even duel other players in the arena, and you can get a bunch of daily rewards by completing daily quests in the game. You can upgrade your heroes as you go through the game by equipping them with better gear that you find throughout the campaign or other activities, and you can even skill up your abilities and learn new ones. There's always something to do in the game itself. It's packed with action from the minute you download the game, and I got hooked real quick and I simply cannot stop playing. So let's open the portal to the Dominion together. Click the link at the top of the video description or the pinned comment down below, or scan my QR code here on the screen and download Hero Wars before October 31st and get a chance to win some amazing prizes. Thank you so much to Hero Wars for sponsoring this video. Now back to the regular scheduled content. Okay, let's start with what they're doing here. So they're farming as 2 mages. Venruki has made a video on how this can be done as 1 mage as well. I think he shouted out someone called FP who made it before him. So Venruki or FP has videos on how to do this as a solo mage. But we're going through this as a duo mage, and there's a reason why. It is much easier, and by doing it as 2 mages, you can actually get it down to 12 minutes per run, giving you 5 runs per hour. That will be very difficult to do as a solo mage right now, simply due to the damage required to kill the mobs. Like if you're 1 mage, it takes more time, right? If you're 2, it goes faster. So by being 2 mages, you can do 5 runs per hour, which is pretty insane. This one for us right here took like 12.5, I think, and that is with a couple of mistakes. So yeah, I'm just going to be showing you the entire thing, but basically 1 mage pulls, he ice blocks, the other one starts blizzarding, the one in the ice block goes away, he blinks, and then you just damage them down. It's super easy. 1 mage pulls, the other one takes a blizzard, and you just rotate that around. So you're pretty much doing this in 5 big pulls. You can get it down to 4 as well probably, but you're doing 4 to 5 big pulls that I'll be showing you throughout the video. So let's talk a little bit about boosting in general and why I personally think, well, I think this should be not nerfed, but like non-existent, because they have done their very best to make mage boosting not be a thing so far in the level 1 to 70 bracket. Like they've been adding so many changes to even TBC dungeons to make sure mage boosting is not happening in the game, and right now it is currently happening in the higher levels. So this one works from level 72 to 80. So right now you can't really be boosted from 70 to 72, but once you are 72 you can fly all the way over here. To use the summoning stone you have to be 75, but if you can fly by yourself then you can be level 72 and get boosted here as well. So this is kind of like, I don't know, like if it's in the game I'm obviously going to be doing it, and I love burning RestedXP very quick, and it's a very good experience per hour. You can see in my experience per hour tracker all the way up top in the Titan panel. So we're sitting on 1.27, we're going to be going up to 1.5 as well. This is obviously with rested, so 1.5 million experience per hour. With rested, that is 1 level per hour pretty much, by having rested. So if you have rested, it's a very good way to just burn that off super quick. But yeah, back to my point here, I don't think mage boosting should be in the game, because Blizzard has been very apparent with what they want to achieve here. They have been trying to nerf mage boosting and paladin boosting in old dungeons, and it goes against their pillars. The 3 main pillars for Classic WoW, or Wrath Classic, which is for example the community, and building a nice leveling experience, doing all of the social stuff. I don't think mage boosting fits into either one of those pillars. And when they fix it for Classic WoW and TBC but not Wrath, that shows me one thing. They are intentionally making the level 1 to 70 bracket a worse bracket to level in, because now you don't have mage boosting, you have to level up manually, and on top of that they have removed the random dungeon finder, so leveling up from level 1 to 70 is a terrible experience. And what does that mean? They will be selling more level 70 boosts. Now, here's why they might not fix this for the TBC or the Wrath dungeons, so level 72 to 80. There's no level 80 boost in the game. They make no financial gain from fixing this. If they had a level 80 boost, they could fix this right now to lessen the experience or make it more difficult to level up, I guess, and some people could be buying the level 80 boost. But yeah, by removing boosts in lower levels from Classic WoW and TBC, and also removing the dungeon finder for those level brackets, they are making the leveling experience a worse experience, which they are doing intentionally to sell more boosts, in my opinion. That is obviously just my opinion here, but it kind of seems weird to me that they haven't fixed this for Wrath dungeons. It would be very easy for them to input the same exact changes they have for mage boosting and paladin boosting in TBC and Classic WoW into Wrath as well, by adding the exact same mechanics that pretty much kill the boosting. Either way, I just wanted to have a rant about boosting in the middle of the run right there, so let me know what your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about mage boosting, and specifically Halls of Stone boosting as 2 mages? I also wanted to say that if you have, for example, a DK, warrior, or post paladin, even ret paladin maybe, then a lot of people are currently doing solo Halls of Lightning or Halls of Stone to make it, or to farm gold for the relics of Ulduar, mining, raw gold, greens, cloth, all of that good stuff. So if you're doing that, you can easily bring one person as an experience boost as well. So not only mages can do this, if you have a prot warrior you can do this as well. It's just going to be slightly slower and less experience per hour, but you can just sell the boost for a cheaper price, or you can charge the same price per run, but there will be less runs for you per hour. But if you have 2 mages, it's a very good farm, and if you're solo farming in Halls of Lightning or Halls of Stone, just try to advertise and bring one person with you. That way you're making even more raw gold every single run. Okay, so we only have like one more pull after this now, which is the big pull. You can see some of these big guys are giving us 8.4k experience with rested experience, which is huge. Like 2 of those or 3 of those equals 1 entire quest, and they go down so fast when you have 2 mages. I just want to finish the run right now so we can talk about the gold per hour and experience per hour as well. I guess we can talk about the gold per hour while we do the last pull. So if you've been paying attention to the chat box next to my face right here, then you can see these guys are looting more frosty cloth than usual, because one of them has tailoring. Also, by doing Halls of Stone, you're guaranteed 2 mining veins every single run, so make sure you have mining as well. And if you really want to optimize, which you will be seeing these guys do in the chat box once again after this pull, then one of you can also have engineering, because you can gather some of the mobs with engineering, giving you a handful of cobalt bolts, frost steel tubes, and not volatile, but the blasting powder, the blasting stuff. You can be getting that as well, basically engineering materials. So the 3 professions you really want to have here: tailoring, engineering, and mining. So if you have 2 mages, just split those 3 between you. If you only have 1 mage and you're trying to solo boost, I would recommend tailoring and mining, and just skip out on engineering. Okay, so the total gold per hour then. For example, right now they're bringing 2 people. I did 1 run solo, but you can be bringing 3 people. These are charging 75 gold per run per person, and we are doing basically 5 runs per hour. This one in exact took us 12.5 because there was 1 mess up. So let's assume you're doing 5 runs per hour as 2 mages. Just by boosting, you're making 225 gold per run by having 3 people, and you charge 75 gold per person. That is 225 gold per run. Multiply that by 5, you're sitting on 1,115 gold, basically giving you 560 gold per hour each, and then you have everything else on top. You have a lot of Relic of Ulduar, which are currently selling for a lot as well, and for example, when a paladin or a prot warrior is solo farming here, it is an 800 gold per hour gold farm. So if you take that and divide it by 2, that gives you 400 gold per hour as well additionally. So overall, both mages should be making 900 gold per hour from this farm, potentially even more based on the professions that they have. So for example, tailoring. So it's probably going to be between 900 and 1,000 gold per hour. Once again, 560 is just from boosting. And then you have the average, which is currently 800 gold per hour from farming these dungeons as a paladin or a warrior. But those paladins and warriors are also just doing 3 runs instead of 5. So by doing 5, I think you can easily add 500 gold per hour on top of that as well, giving them 1,000 gold per hour each from doing this. And by being 2 mages, it's a pretty easy farm as well, like 1 person pulls ice blocks, and the next one just grabs attention through a popping blizzard around the ice block. So heading out of the dungeon right now, you can see we're sitting on pretty much 1.3 million experience per hour. Now, as I said, we have also reached 1.5 million by doing this farm, but here's going to be the gold or the experience per run, so 259k experience per run. So if you do this very fast, you can start on this 6th run as well, but 259k experience per run, pretty much giving you exactly 1.3 million experience per hour. You can make this even more by pulling a couple more mobs inside a couple of the rooms, just to maximize it a lot for yourself. Here you can see me trading 75 gold as well in just a second here. So 75 gold per run, you have 3 slots, and if you're solo farming or solo boosting, it's even more gold as well, but you're probably going to be able to do maximum 3, maybe 4 runs per hour once you get really good geared as well. So this one will obviously get better the better gear you have, and once we're in phase 2 or phase 3, I do believe solo farming could potentially be just as good as duo farming. Either way, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on mage boosting, specifically in Halls of Stone, in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It's a really odd one for me to make, but I'm really passionate about boosting, and I'm just trying to voice my opinions and gather your opinions as well. If you enjoy these types of videos, let me know in the comment section. Subscribe for more WOTLK Classic videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace out, guys.